Good morning. Welcome to Crochet with Nonna Rosanna. I'm Rosanna, and today is Friday, October 13th, Friday the 13th, and this video will be going out Saturday the 14th. I'd like to welcome all the new viewers and subscribers, and I'd like to welcome back all my friends that have been with me for a while. On this channel, I love sharing my WIPs and my finished items. I share a little bit about my personal life. And just enjoy the communication that I get from all my, and that's my cat. She's mewing. She wants something, but I'm not sure what. Um, I like to share and communicate with everyone, and crocheting is my passion. I do some other crafts like diamond painting and cross stitch, and retired 2 years ago, and totally enjoying my retirement. So I usually start off with a little bit of life and what's going on. No changes with both mothers. So we had a wonderful Thanksgiving. My mom and stepdad came over, and it was just us. The kids were up north. So we just had some ribeye steaks and shrimps, and we had a wonderful, wonderful afternoon with my parents. So that's what we did for our Thanksgiving in Canada last. We did it on Sunday. And Monday, my husband and I just relaxed. He went to visit his mom in the hospital, and we just sat around in sweats because cold and gloomy and rain all week. And today, the sun is shining, so I'm looking forward to it. Today, I'm going out with my girlfriends for lunch and come back and probably do some of my crafts. What did I do this week? Well, when it rains, it pours. First of all, a couple lights blew, which is nothing in particular, just light bulbs, but they're the ones that are supposed to last 10,000 hours, and I don't think they did. And then it was really cold on Monday and rainy and glooming out, so I still hadn't turned the heat on in the house, and it's been like in the single digits at night. So it was getting quite cold. So we turned our electric fireplace on, and it's just a switch you push, and it starts up. And we had it on. The fan was blowing. It got so warm in our family room that we turned it off. And then later on in the evening, we decided to turn it back on. It wouldn't go on. So wait for the repairman. He'll be here on Monday to repair that. And then heading out to the garage to throw some garbage out, the doorknob came right off in my hand. So on Tuesday, I went to Home Depot, got a new doorknob, and I put it in myself. So that's all fixed. It wasn't an expensive repair, but it just seems they always come in threes. Something always comes in threes. So that's what I did on Monday. And right across from our Home Depot is a Goodwill store. So I went in there and I was looking through the books, and every time I'm around that area, I check in there, and I got some amazing crochet books. So I just wanted to quickly show you those. This one, I think you can buy it on Amazon, but it's Peekapoo, I think it's called, and I just love the characters in it. And I really, 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 so this was in Canada, it's regularly $26.95, so over $30 with taxes, and it's in great shape. I don't even think it was ever used. Like, there's no bends, nothing in it. I cracked the spine a little bit, but I don't think it was ever used. And I got it for $6.99, and on Tuesdays, which I didn't know, it's 30% off for seniors, and they consider seniors over 60, so I got 30% off this one. And the one I really, really want to make is, I had the wrong place bookmarked, but is the frog. I can't find it right now, but these are all the characters in the book. And I think the frog is right there. He is so, so cute. And I'll be giving this book to the kids to look at, and I'll make whichever character they want to look at. So that was my first book I got, and great deal. And then the next book I got was So Simple Crochet, and I'm not sure. Let me see if I can take the tag off here. How much this is in Canada. Nope, there's no price there. But I got this one for $6.99 and 30% off also. and it's got some great projects in it. And I really liked this hat that I thought I could make the kids. I just use a thinner yarn, and it's the first one. I'm so sorry I didn't bookmark these. I should have bookmarked them. But I thought it was, there it is. It's the first hat. And I thought I'd give myself a shot at that one. Just better cover all that up. But I thought with a smaller hook and smaller yarn, I could probably make that for all three of the grandkids. And they have some great sweaters in here, and tops and scarves, and some pullovers, like very simple, just a pullover. And I'm not sure if you can find this on Amazon or not. I will check out Amazon, and if you can, I will put a link, but it's going to be a Canadian one, so but you can get the numbers from it. So those are the two books that I purchased at my Goodwill store. So I'm really happy, and get started on some of those shortly. And yesterday I did nothing, and Wednesday I'm not sure what I did. Oh, yesterday I did. I did finish completed. I got a completed project done, so I stayed in yesterday, and just gloomy and a little cold. So once again, sweatpants and a t-shirt, and I got cold, so I put on a little hoodie over that. So that's what my week has been like. So let's start getting into my WIPs. I every morning, as you know, I'm an early riser. One morning I was up at 4:30 and couldn't fall back asleep after going to the little girl's room. So every morning I come down, I watch my videos. I love the true crime on YouTube, so I listen to my true crime. I watch the news in the morning from the night before, and then onto my crochet channels that I watch. So this is my first WIP. It is coming along really well. I worked a lot on this. I put probably 7 hours all told this week into it. So it's very hard because of the stamped, but I'm almost finished all this. Every time I think I'm finished one, I find another hole with a different color. There are so many color changes in this that it's very difficult to find them sometimes. So I am more than halfway done now. And I decided to give myself a break, and I'm working on all this dark blue, which is a gray sky over the haunted house that I had already done. So I do a whole bunch of little color changes, then I'll do a great big patch of one color. So that's how that's working out. And I'm hoping to get this done before Halloween. I was hoping to have it done earlier, but I didn't realize how many color changes there are. Like the dark to the dark black to the lesser dark gray. You can barely tell the difference, but I'm following it exactly the way the pattern is. And my skull cross stitch, I didn't touch it this week at all. I actually forgot about it. I had put it on the side table, and it got underneath one of my books, and I completely forgot about it this week. So I haven't done that. I'm working on a diamond painting that was sent to me by One Day Savings, and I will be putting that in another video. And my C2C blanket, I only got 3 more rows done in that, so not much to show you. I am now decreasing on both sides, so that's coming along really well. And I decided to start another WIP, of course, and it is the Shrug from Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches. And that's not it. That's my crochet blanket. It's down on the ground here, sorry. So the yarn I'm using is a Jane Seabrett, upside down. Jane Seabrett, no, what's it called? James C. Brett Marble. It's a machine washable acrylic yarn, and it's got 262 yards per ball, and it's lovely marl colors with purples and grays and pinks in it. And it's coming up pretty true to color. I think when the sun is shining outside and I have my tiny little ring light, the colors turn out pretty well. So that's the yarn I'm using, and it suggests a 4mm knitting needle. So I decided to use 4mm crochet hook. And I am using, no, I'm using a 5mm clover on this. So if you haven't seen the tutorial, it's awesome. It's a shrug that the kids are wearing, and it's sleeves, and it comes down to, I think, the top of your breasts. But I'm making this for Paige, and Cinnamon Stitches, Jennifer, showed you how to complete it and turn it into a sweater. So that's what I've done. I've started it, and I thought I would have had it done, but I want to take it over to my daughter's house and measure it on Paige to see how well. I want to get the fitting right because I'm not sure, because your first measurement is from elbow to elbow. So you measure that, and that's how long you start, and then you add on the big wide sleeves. And I knew my granddaughter would love the big wide sleeves, so I got the side to side done, front and back, and I've got my hole for the head. And then I started on the sleeves, and it's a big bell sleeve, and I'm not sure how much longer I need to go. So I'm going to take this, like, she's tiny, like, so it's probably about there. So I'm thinking I'm almost got the bell as big as I need to do it. But like I said, I'm just not 100% sure, and I want to get it right. So I'm not sure what they're doing this weekend. So hopefully I'll be able to pop over sometime this weekend or this week to get the measurements. So I worked on that, and this yarn is so soft and so bouncy. She's just going to love it. She'll have to wear like a turtleneck or a t-shirt underneath, but Paige is going to love it. So that's what I started on, and this took me a couple days, in the evenings watching hockey started. As most of you know, I'm a huge sports fan, and our Blue Jays got knocked out of the playoffs in baseball, but hockey started the next week, and we've watched the first game, and we won. We beat, I think we were playing Ottawa, and I was just doing my crocheting and knitting while watching the hockey game, and that's what we watch mostly in the evenings. So that was my first crochet WIP, and I think that's it. I'm sorry, I don't even know if I was recording. I touched my mouse on the table here. Just get rid of that yarn. So I'm not even sure where I was. I was all confused there. But crocheting, my knitting knit blanket, I got nothing done on. And like I said, I only got a few rows of my C2C blanket that I'm working on for myself done. But I did get 2 completed items this week, and I'm really, really pleased. The first one, I follow Judy at Judy's Crochet Creations, and she does a cal every month, and her inspiration is flowers. So this is the flower that was our inspiration this week. So I have, you can make whatever you want and, match it up with the colors. But I've been making shawls to donate to our seniors' homes. So I did complete a shawl. I'm really pleased with it. The pattern is by Bag O' Day. And I just love the pattern. It was so easy. A 3-row repeat after you get the first couple of rows done. And I didn't have quite enough yarn to finish my last row, so I just put single crochets in the bottom of it. She does a beautiful picot border on her shawl. So this is the shawl here. And it is, the oranges and the yellow are a little bit brighter than what's showing up. I will put a picture in here, but I'm so pleased with it. I got it long enough. I'm 5'9", and I have a little bit extra, so it's 6 feet wide, and it goes all the way down to your tush. So I finished that. I actually started it and finished it yesterday. Like I said, I just relaxed and did crocheting because next week Mom starts her new chemo, and it's 5 days in a row. I won't be able to go with her on Monday because I have the repairman coming, and they give you a time between 1 and 5, so I won't be able to take her in the afternoon, but I'll be going to the rest of the chemo treatments with her. So I thought, good week to just sit and crochet. So I got this done. Oh, there, the colors are, that's the colors. I'm really pleased with this. The pattern is lovely. It's a 3-row repeat. So I'm really pleased with it and happy that I got it done very quickly. And Judy, I will be sending you a picture of it. So that's that. project completed. And the yarns I used for that, oh, and then you can't see it, but I wrote down the 3-row repeats so I didn't have to keep rewinding the video. I had just over half a ball of a Red Heart Comfort in the color, and it's just a color number, so I'm going to say yellow. And it's a red heart, and it is fairly stiff, but once it gets washed, and I do wash all my donations before I send them out, so before I take them to the seniors' homes. So that's my first yarn, and the orange is called Orange Crush, and it is an impeccable, and it is a Michaels brand, and this was much softer than the Red Heart. So those were the two yarns I used, and I was talking last week about the Craft Smart Value yarn, and there's almost 100 yards difference between the new label and the old label. So if you can get the old labels, which I'm going to be going to Michael's later after my lunch, and pick up some of those, it's 100 yards is a lot of yardage, and the price is the same, but it's smaller. Well, it went up probably 4 or 5 months ago. It used to be $3.99. Now it's $4.99, and now you're getting a 100, almost 100 yards less. So just to beware, if they have the same color, pick the older label, and they feel exactly the same. It's just a smaller yardage. And then my final item that I completed, I showed you last week in my WIPs. I've been working on my Marquee blanket, and it's done by Heather the Crochet Witch, Amethyst Yarns, and Bella's Crochet Gifts. Bella, I hope that's right. But I will link them below. And here is the picture of the Marquee. And I finished the blanket. It's a wheelchair blanket. It's 30 inches by 43 and a half or 44 inches. It's a little bit longer. But yeah, I love the colors. I think it turned out really, really well. Just grab the yarns that I used. Basically, I used 3 hanks of the Bernat Premium in the color Gray Variegated. Whoops. And then I used 1 of the Red Heart Soft to do the joining in really red. And then I thought, you know what, it needs a little border. So I have a lot of Pounds of Love upstairs. So I got one of my big Pounds of Love in the color, I'm going to say, charcoal. I was going to say dark gray, but it's charcoal. And so I went around it with a single crochet, and then I went back and did the crap stitch on it. So it just finishes it off. It gives it a little tighter binding, so the blanket keeps its shape a little bit. And I'm really, really pleased how this turned out. I think it matched the Marquee really, really well. So that's my last item that I completed. I've been working on my book cover inspiration blanket, and I found a pattern and the colors I'm going to use, and that will be coming out next week. And what else? I think that's it. I'm really looking forward to finishing the shrug / sweater that Cinnamon Stitches put out. The pattern is very easy to follow. The only thing is, don't start it right away, because she says it's a multiple 4 in the beginning, and then later on, she revises it to its multiple of 6. So watch the video first, and then if you're going to do it, do it. But it's a great video. She makes it so easy to follow, and it's a 1-row repeat, no, 2-row repeat. So I really like that, and I can't wait to get that finished. There goes my house phone. So on that note, I will say goodbye. Have a wonderful WIP weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.